So now that we've demonstrated how to power up the device and how to show the temperatures in a basic way, we're now going to demonstrate how to connect this to our computer. So we've inserted in the Ethernet cable to our 9S model, and we've also connected it to our laptop computer. And we'll go through the demonstrations on how to showcase the product through the web utility tool. So we're going to begin by setting up the network. And in order to do that, you need to open up your control panel. And in your control panel, you'll open up network sharing settings. And then you will go in to change the adapter settings. And then go to Ethernet, right-click, Properties. And inside this menu, you will look for TCP/IP version 4. You will click, go to Properties, and now you'll begin to set up the network. So we need to change our IP addresses that will fit inside of that platform. So we will go to use following IP address, 192.168.1.2. And our subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0. And we're going to hit OK. Now that our network is set up, we're going to open up a web browser. From the web browser, you're then going to type in the device IP, Ethernet IP address, which is 192.168.1.50.
So now that we have our device connected, now we can actually see the web utility. So the first page that comes up is your overview screen. And as you start to scroll on the left-hand side, there's a lot of other pages. And in order to see that page, you need to insert your username and password. So the username and password default is admin. So we'll log in. You can save or never save. And now we'll begin to go through every screen. So the Modbus configuration screen is where you would set your slave ID, your Modbus port, and your baud rate. Then you can also begin to set up the Modbus current sensor configuration here. Your alarm logging configuration. This is where you would change degree C to degree F. You can mute or acknowledge the alarm, and then you also have your sync time. So this will sync your time of your device to your computer. Now on here we also have a log interval. You can change this to log at certain intervals. And we have a primary warning threshold and alarming threshold, and we have a secondary. So these are two set points that you can have each channel look at to initialize a warning or initialize an alarm, and also a relay enable. Remembering that if a relay is enabled, it is only enabled if it hits the threshold of an alarm. So whether you have it set to see the primary or if you have it set to see the secondary, it will only see one or the other. You cannot choose two. It will only look at either the primary or the secondary. So this is the alarm configuration. Then you also have your administration setup. Your admin setup will allow the user to change passwords and usernames. The next screen is going to be your network configuration screen. This is where you can change your IP address and your subnet and your gateway. For the demo purposes, we want to make sure that we keep this at a default address. So we want to keep it at the 192.168.150. If you are demoing it for your computer and you're on a different network, you can change this, but please change this back when you return the demo to keep everyone on the same page. The next one would be the user registers. This is the incoming temperatures for the unit, and I have no fiber connected. So you can see that being all zeros and there's no temperature associated with it. And as you can see, this is a 9S model because channels 10 through 18 are not available. So now here is the alert page. This is The unit is in warning because it doesn't see any information coming through, so there is no fiber connected, so there is an error on every channel. The next screen is your data logging, so any logs that the device has logged into the system, into the internal memory of the product. You can see that we have a channel error, there is no temperature, and at the bottom there is a download log button. If you click on this button, it will then begin to download a CSV file, and this can now be taken to an Excel worksheet, and now trends can be created from Excel by using the data that's in the device. Now, the last page is Contact Us, so if any of your customers have any problems, they'll be redirected to our www.gracesense.com and our email address at sales@grace-eng.com. So this is our web utility tool, very useful to be able to demonstrate, can show a lot of great configurations, easy to do any of the downloads and data logging right from the web utility tool. Thank you for your time.